Hello students, myself Monica Srivastav and again I am here with one more interesting video presentation. Today we will discuss the chapter 4 of your syllabus, that is climate. Dear students, it is one of the most scientific and interesting chapter of your geography syllabus. In the previous chapter, you have already studied about the variation in landform and drainage pattern of India. Dear students, similarly, we will study about the climatic variation and its varying pattern from one part to another in this chapter. But before moving on, we should first discuss about the meaning of climate and how it differ from the weather. If we talk about weather, it is defined as the state of atmosphere, or we can say condition of atmosphere for a very short span of time or for a very short specific smaller area too. For example, we often call today's weather is sunny or today's weather is cloudy rather than today's climate is sunny or cloudy. But climate is defined as the sum total of all weather condition and their variation for a longer period of time and for a larger area. For example, we always spoke to each other that climate of the earth from past few years changes rather than the weather of the earth changes from past few years. So, if you want to indicate the major difference between weather and climate, then weather is a condition of atmosphere for short time period and climate is the condition of weather for a longer time period. But dear students, before moving on, we should first understood that what are the basic elements that determine and causes variation in the atmospheric conditions. The basic elements are regarded as the elements of weather and climate, and they are as follows: temperature, humidity, cloud, precipitation, air pressure, wind, etc. In your chapter, we are studying the atmospheric condition of India, and the basic elements will cause variation in different regions of India. In summer, we experience plus 50 degrees Celsius temperature in Rajasthan, whereas 20 degrees Celsius in Pahalgam district of Jammu and Kashmir. Similarly, in winters, we experience minus 45 degrees Celsius temperature in Dras district of Jammu and Kashmir, whereas 22 degrees Celsius temperature is experienced in Thiruvananthapuram district of Kerala. This variation is not reflected in terms of temperature only but also reflected in terms of precipitation also. All the Himalayan region receives snowfall, whereas the Meghalaya region receives very high rainfall, that is 400 centimeters due to monsoon. There are some places in India like Ladakh and western Rajasthan that receives only less than 10 centimeters of rainfall. If we want to talk about the name that is given to the Indian climate, then the name is tropical monsoon climate, or we can also call it as a monsoon type of climate. Now, let us see that why it is called tropical monsoon climate. It is called so because 0 degree equator passes just below the mainland of India and provide it high temperature, which often called as tropical type of climate. That is why in South India we never get winters. Throughout the year, the South Indian region experiences summer. This portion is reflected by green color in the map. From the center, Tropic of Cancer is passing through India. It provides moderate type of climate, that is subtropical climate. Therefore, we get summers and winters both in these areas. This type of climate, that is subtropical, is reflected with yellow color in the map. The southern portion experiences tropical type of climate, that is why we called it as a tropical climate. And whole India receives rainfall due to the monsoonal winds, therefore we often called it as a monsoon type of climate. And if we combine both the term, that is tropical and monsoon, then the climate of India is known as tropical monsoon climate. There are various factors that determine the climatic variation in India. They are as follows: latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, ocean currents, and relief features. First, we will discuss how latitude affects the climate of any place. Look at the figure. The place located at 0 degree equator will always receive direct and vertical rays of the sun due to its inclination of 23.5 degree on its axis. Dear student, Earth is tilted by 23.5 degree on its axis. These rays cover the shortest distance when it reaches to the earth. Therefore, 0 degree equator receives highest temperature due to vertical rays of the sun. If you look at the Tropic of Cancer, that is subtropical area, here rays are comparatively longer and little slant than the equator. Therefore, this region experiences moderate type of temperature. Whereas, if you look at the poles, that is 90 degree, the sun rays are very much slant and covers a longest distance. Therefore, sun's intensity reduces and it experiences low temperature. Therefore, poles always experiences low temperature. Now, understand how pressure and temperature affect the climate. This concept is bit scientific and you have already studied that concept in your science subject. There is inverse relationship between temperature and pressure. Means if temperature increases, pressure decreases, and if pressure increases, temperature decreases. So, temperature is responsible for the creation of different pressure. And if we talk about winds, wind always needed a pressure difference for its movement, and therefore wind always blow from high pressure to low pressure area. Similarly, altitude affect climate. It is a very basic concept and you all notice that too. It means that if you move up vertically above in the atmosphere, temperature reduces. The rate at which temperature reduces is on moving 165 meters above in the atmosphere, 1 degree Celsius temperature reduces. Therefore, in Lucknow, if you will feel hot and you start moving toward Nainital, then your altitude increases and you will feel coolness in the atmospheric condition. Some places lies near the sea and that will get winds coming from the sea coast. And these winds contain moisture and will cause the moderating influence in the nearby coastal areas. That is why coastal areas never gets extreme hot temperature, as wind coming from the sea will moderate the temperature. As the distance from the sea experiences that moderating influence of the sea reduces, that is why we experience extreme temperature near Uttar Pradesh, Madhya Pradesh, Bihar, etc. Climate also depend upon relief feature, means landforms. Landforms like mountain, plains, islands, etc. Let us see with the example. Wind coming from sea always laden with moisture. Laden means filled up with moisture. And if it is in summer, then the wind is warm too. And it is the tendency of the warm air and water that on becoming warm they rises up. So in figure you will notice that hot wind laden with moisture rises up. The wind is reflected with the blue arrow, and due to altitude factor on moving up it condenses and form cloud. These clouds, when strike with any mountain, will bring rainfall on one side of the mountain. The side of the mountain toward the wind direction called the windward side, and that area will always get very heavy rainfall. Whereas the side opposite that area experiences descending winds, and descending winds is reflected with red color. And these descending winds will get only very less amount of water, and therefore they causes very less rainfall in that area. And such side of the mountain is called leeward side or rain shadow area. Such type of rainfall is called orographic rainfall. So, dear students, relief feature causes rainfall because every moisture laden winds always needed a mountain as an obstacle to strike and cause rainfall. Dear students, once you all understand these concepts thoroughly, then the rest of the chapter is very much clear to you. Hope you all understood the chapter. Soon I will be coming with the next part of the chapter. Till then, stay at home and stay safe. Thank you so much.